coming to you from the Joburg Art Gallery, which is located inside the hustle and bustle of Johannesburg CBD. A warm welcome to the Art Bulletin. South Africa's premier film school AFTA's annual film festival is currently underway. Third-year students and honor students from their Cape Town, Durban and Johannesburg campuses will showcase their last projects before graduating.
The festival is a unique experience for the students to attract and experience an audience in a public cinema environment. And this year the festival has been taken online for the first time. This was an initiative by the school's Digital Innovation Laboratory and will allow viewers to interact with the films. Feature films that aren't available at the festival will also be included, including second-year, fourth-year documentaries and some of the first-year's films as well. The online film festival will run for a week after the Stay Clinical festivals in Rosebank, Cavendish and Durban's Gateway Cinema.
KZN's Department of Arts and Culture hosted a 3-day-long conference which came to an end yesterday. The Library, Archives, Museums and Language Service Conference saw 700 practitioners of the industry come together to put under the spotlight issues of improving services in those particular fields.
One of the objectives of this conference is to make sure that we streamline our activities. We have uniformity in terms of the services that we provide, but also we want to address the issue around provincializing the service of libraries and museums in the province.
The Social Landscapes project by the Market Photo Workshop takes place today at their base at the Bus Factory in Newtown. The project also includes an exhibition by 12 renowned photographers who include Santu Mufokeng and Joe Ratcliffe. Today's Social Landscapes project program includes a schools program, a panel discussion on education and land, another panel discussion on gender, politics and land, and another one on art and land. There will be screenings at 7:45 in the evening, which is the last item on the program. An exhibition titled Show Us Our Land, which is on landscapes and how society relates to them, will be open at the Market Photo Workshop exhibition space. The exhibition will showcase the works of Zanele Moholi, Santu Mufokeng, Peter Hugo, Joe Ratcliffe, Cedric Nunn, Tabisos Khala and 6 other photographers from France who are collaborators in the whole project. The event begins at 10 this morning at number 2 President Street. It's romantic, dramatic and musical. That's Afrikaans film Prattville, which is set in the 50s and went out on national circuit yesterday.
Prattville has been a lengthy process, mainly because the movie is set in the 50s. The producer Paul Kruger says they wrote and recorded their own music of that era in Afrikaans. This comic musical has been shot in Gauteng, where an original 1950s town has been especially built for this movie, and for the next 2 months the public has the opportunity to watch Prattville every day from that little town built for this movie, with hot dogs and milkshake to enjoy in cinema. However, the movie is also available on national cinemas.
Sibongile Khumalo, Zahara, Deep Fried Men and Kidiboni Mulaudzi. Those are just some of the names that will hit the stage at this year's Mzansi Fela Festival at the State Theatre. The 13-day-long festival, which will kick off on the 1st, will also have theatre productions on its lineup.
Actually, when Mzansi Fela started, music was dominant, and we had to really bring in other genres and other forms, and that is why you have all these other activities happening around it. I mean, this year we're having Zahara on the 1st, Sibongile Khumalo on the 7th, and again we are excited and honored to be having her here because she's celebrating 20 years in the industry. So it's really exciting to be presenting her. Palotones and Lira.
A long-distance artistic visual conversation between Austria's Walter Stach and South Africa's Marcus Nusset will take place tomorrow at Arts on Main in Johannesburg. Stach will also present some of his works at the Nirox exhibition space.
Over the last 3 years, we've been exchanging artworks between Johannesburg and Vienna. So in other words, I start drawing an artwork, or he starts drawing an artwork, and we send artworks between the two countries. So I receive an artwork that he started, I continue drawing, put it back in the post, send it back to him, he receives it, he continues drawing, and so the dialogue continues. So on one sheet, we would then be drawing multiple things that start to create a new image.
Visual artist Louis Olivier will be hosting his first solo Cape Town exhibition at the World Art Museum on Monday. The exhibition, titled Beginsel, consists of a series of paintings and sculptures by the now Joburg-based artist.
The pieces on display in Beginsel consist of a series of drawings and sculpture depicting studies of body positions and forms. The exhibition will try and deal with the emotional reflections of man, with tension between the restricted form and the power to break free. Olivier began his artistic career in 2001 and formed part of the Art Space mentorship program and was mentored by established artist Wilma Cruz.
Newtown's Artist-Run Centre under Visual Arts Umbrella Assemblage and 3 of their partners are hosting the first ever Pimp Street Festival today. The day's festivities include a peer mentoring session, an arts exhibition and so much more. Here's Anthea Pokro with more.
In the last few months we've had a lot of creative organisations moving into this block. And we wanted to celebrate that. We wanted to showcase what all our activities are about, and also City Varsity is taking part, they were here before any of us. But the reason why we called it Pimp Street Festival, even though it might be a bit confusing, our poster has Guigu Murabi in brackets. But basically, there used to be artist studios on Pimp Street, Old Pimp Street. Carfax, which is just next door, started off as artist studios.
From the Joburg Art Gallery in Joburg CBD, that's how we come to the end of today's Art Bulletin. We're back again tomorrow morning with more art news. In the meantime, do keep in touch with us and let us know what's happening in and around your art circles. Our email address is morninglive@sabc.co.za. Our Facebook page is The Art Bulletin, and in brackets, Morning Live. That Twitter handle is @The Art Bulletin. Until tomorrow morning, it's a goodbye from us.